What's good, YouTube? I'm back again with another video. I appreciate the love and the subscribers, man. It means a lot to me. To the new viewers that's coming on to my page, don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe button. It'll help the channel grow. I appreciate it. Much love. But yeah, man, I'm about to jump straight into the topic, right? So this video is particularly on somebody asked me how trucking been going, right? And I don't make trucking content or whatever, but you know, I could share my process on, you know, me being a fresh driver or whatever out on the road kind of for 6 months if you think about it. So I could say this for anybody that's a new driver coming out here, man. I could just say it's been going smooth for me. My first 2 weeks was rough. You know, learning the school, right? The school teaches you how to get your CDLs, right? They teach you about the truck or whatever. They teach you how to pass everything. You really don't learn how to start driving until you get your job, man. When you out there dealing with people on the road, you learn how to keep the trucks straight, keeping your eye lead time way ahead. You know, keeping your eyes constantly scanning the road. Basically just getting comfortable with the truck, man. And I think the scariest part about driving these trucks is the people that's driving around you, man. You don't know what they're gonna do. You don't know if they're gonna get in front of you and stop. People don't have no courtesy for truck drivers on the road. So as a truck driver, a new truck driver, you kind of got to figure out how to adjust to that, man. And a wreck can happen in like a split of a second. So anybody that's wanting to be a truck driver, it ain't for everybody. What I done came to realize is you got to kind of start, I don't want to put it in, you gotta kind of start falling in love with it, man. It's one of them things where, yeah, you go into it with the money, but it's for the money or whatever, but it's one of them things you gotta just start, you know, liking it. Because that people get a quick reality check when they hop in that truck and realize like, oh man, this ain't for me. When the weather elements, you know, when that changed that changed the way you gotta drive your truck. Your speeds changing, coming across bridges. It's been times I done pulled over and sat there for about five minutes contemplating, should I go underneath this bridge and see if another trucker would go underneath there, or trust my gut like, hey, you know what, just go ahead and make a left turn right here and try to see if, you know, I'd rather make a left turn, go down a street that look a little more safer than getting my trailer stuck underneath a bridge that, you know, I could possibly get fired from, you know, because I'm supposed to know that a trailer is 13.6, right? What if the bridge don't got the marking on there? Sometimes you could look at a bridge and tell like, nah, hell nah, I ain't taking that risk. So it's a lot of things that ties into driving a truck, man. A lot of people think they could just hop in that truck and drive it and, you know, start making hella money. It don't work that way, man. You got to get used to driving a truck. You got to get your experience, and you gotta adjust your lifestyle, man. Trucking is definitely a lifestyle. Even though I'm local in the Midwest, it took me a while to adjust myself, because the loads got to get there at a certain time. You got to get used to driving a truck. You got to get used to people driving crazy around you. You got to make sure you keeping your eye on all the gauges and making sure your gauges is good while you're driving. Checking all your mirrors, you know, checking what's around you. just building the confidence to drive that truck, man. That's really what it boils down to when you become a rookie, man. Getting the confidence to drive that truck and keep it going without giving up on yourself. A lot of people are coming to this trucking shit and give up easily because, you know, it's scary. It could be scary driving that big ass truck sometimes, man. You know, and a lot of people get complacent too. A lot of people get real complacent. I see it on the road all the time. Truck drivers doing fucking 100 miles just to get by you in the rain. Like, that is crazy work to me. Another thing I can't stand is when we in a tight barrier or whatever, say it's construction. That's another thing. When you're driving on the road, you don't realize how much construction is going on these roads until you actually get out out here. Another thing I hate, man, is when we be on these tight ass roads. Maybe it's just a two-way, going one way, 2-lane road, and it's construction right there. And truck drivers is trying to drive right next to you, while the road is messed up, bumps everywhere. The damn road is throwing you everywhere. And truck drivers will literally drive right next to you. Like, man, this truck ain't going, man, what if this truck sling over there on the other side and then cause a big crash? Like, I get it, because it can be, when you're tired, you know, you're not paying that no attention. You're just trying to get off the road or whatever. But why drive right next to another driver, man? Like, I never got that, man. Like, especially these foreign drivers, man. Like, get the hell away from me, man. I don't know what you carrying. I don't know what you got on your trailer. I don't care. At this point, get the hell away from me. It be complacent drivers like that cause wrecks, man. So, like I said, I drive in the Midwest area, and I drive around Frankfort, Indiana. I done been to Cleveland. I done been all over the Midwest, so not all over, but just them parts mainly. Cincinnati. I done had to go through Dayton, Ohio. Basically, I just deliver, like I said, in the Midwest area local. And them Indiana roads ain't no joke, boy. And it's like, it's shaking your brain, your truck. Them roads is wild, man. I go to Love's for fuel. I go to Pilot for fuel, Flying J. I done went to Sheets a few times. I done been to where else have I been? I think that's about it so far. That's my little route so far. So anybody that's young guys or anybody that's willing to get into trucking, that's just the trade I chose because I feel like I would exceed in that. And I've been a yard jockey for a while. So I've been kind of dealing with truck drivers and driving trucks and moving trailers all in the yard for a couple of years. And I done finally went on here, got certified finally, and it's working out for me. For me, it's all about getting experience. I don't even dare send me out to a 4-hour drive and then 4 hours back. You know, this all experience for me. Because after a year or whatever, I could take that experience somewhere else. But it's all trying to, this trucking shit is patience. And I got a lot of that. I got a lot of patience. A lot of people be thinking they're going to jump in this truck, make a shit ton of money. It just don't work like that. Now, for the people that do come into trucking and glamorize it, like, it be the people that never had nothing. You know what I mean? It be the people that went from working 16 an hour, now making over 1,000 a week, and buying all this material thieves, flaunting it. And these be the same guys 10 years later, didn't do nothing with the years they put in with the trucking. And that's another thing, man. That's another thing I can mention. Like, it take a lot out of you. When I first started off, it still do, but it don't really take a lot out of you, like, physically. It take a lot out of you mentally, because you're trying to focus all day on the road. You're trying to constantly prevent an accident or trying to make sure you don't hurt yourself or hurt anybody on that road. So by the time you park that truck, you mentally drained. It's something you just got to get used to and adjust. I give the over-the-road drivers 10 stars because right now I'm local. Yeah, I'm close. Only reason why I chose this, and I got lucky because my company allowed me to stay here and I could get off at a good time to where I'm home to see my babies every day, and I'm making decent money, right? So for my first year, I'm making $70K a year. That's how much I'm taking from this is my first year starting off. So I don't care to share what I'm making because I ain't, Bill Gates. I ain't trying to sugarcoat nothing. You got to get used to you got to keep track of